Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Sean, and this is my Future Husband Face Fucked, episode 5. I'm sitting here with Dan. Say hello, Dan.
Hello.
And today, we're going to talk about one of our favorite movie franchises, I guess.
Definitely.
I mean, definitely my favorite one. The first one is definitely my favorite movie.
Of course.
We're talking about.
But I don't know. It's the
Predator.
Second one, second one it's a classic.
We're talking about Predator today. Second one, Predator 2 is not, terrible. It's not at all. But anyways, before we get into that, we're just going to kind of, I don't know. So what have you been up to?
Well, I did finish up to this point where it has been on Sons of Anarchy. Pretty good. I know you just started it.
Yeah,
so.
I just started. I think I'm only 3 episodes in.
But, I mean, it's not the best show. I mean, it's nothing compared to, I won't say it's, even comparable to Breaking Bad, because it's not. Breaking Bad, to me, is, one of my favorite television shows of all time. But it's fun. It gives you, there's a couple twists, and you're like, oh, no.
You don't... Well, I mean, it seems... It's just one of those things that's better than a lot of dramas that are on TV.
No, it's definitely, it's way better than I would say shitty, I don't know, Prison Break or some shit. It's just such...
Well, yeah, it's because
it's
more grounded, it's more gritty, they can use, they can say shit, they can be a little bit more real life with the problems and things that happen because they're not worried about censorship as much. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's I'm enjoying it. I think I'll keep watching. I can't really make a judgment on it yet, but I was into it from the pilot. And when I actually saw all the advertising for that show, when it first started, I had no interest in watching that.
Me too.
At all. I was like, I don't care about fucking dirty bikers.
Well, when you can watch something for free on Netflix,
yeah,
it kind of perks the interest.
Netflix has done that quite a bit, actually.
Yeah, for me too. Yeah.
You end up watching, especially TV shows, things I would, why did I watch How I Met Your Mother? I never...
I can beat you on that.
I would never watch that.
Who would watch a full season of Ghost Whisperer straight through?
Yeah, he watched straight through,
I don't know what happened. It wasn't even good.
Whisperer.
I couldn't find it. I ended Third Rock of from the Sun, whatever, and I finished that, and I was and I saw it, and I was like, you know what? I'll give it a shot. And I gave it 1 season.
Jennifer Love Hewitt whispering at ghosts. That show's on forever too. It's
5 years.
It's 5 or 6 seasons of it.
It's so boring. Maybe the second season gets better. But
actually, you know what they just put on Netflix, which I've never seen past the first season, was Supernatural.
Oh, I've seen every episode.
And you've seen them all. You haven't seen the new ones though.
Yeah,
they're still on.
No, it's still on.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
I've seen all the way up to the end of the season that came after the season that's on there. I think up to season 6 is on there. Because I've definitely seen...
So you saw season 7? Because season 8 is they're halfway through season 8 right now.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to catch up. Time to catch up.
Yeah, Supernatural's on Netflix. I'm thinking about maybe heading that way. It's I don't know, I really like Netflix for that. I watch more of these TV shows that I would never watch or don't want to buy, but I'm curious about or something.
Yeah.
Although How I Met Your Mother, I have no explanation.
Well, I can tell you one thing.
The show makes you laugh. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's not.
It's just pretty good. I mean, it's got its moments.
But it's so fucking standard, typical.
Yeah.
The characters are pretty much across the board are annoying. They're all very self-involved, narcissistic, kind of crappy people in a way, but they're not because they're funny.
Think of Seinfeld though. I mean, those were most selfish people in the world.
But those they
wanted it to be that
but
way.
They admitted that.
Yeah.
They don't portray the people in Seinfeld like they're just your typical average New Yorker. No, these people
Friends.
are
Friends.
Yeah, like Friends. I've never actually watched.
Oh,
I've seen
man.
it maybe 2 or 3 times. Actually,
I think I've actually watched the episode. Sadly.
Oh, because Megan had them.
Yeah. So I mean, but it's Supernatural's. I'm gonna say relatively decent up to season 6. It's kind of Sons of Anarchy has held it over time better.
Yeah.
The time length.
Oh, they're totally different.
Well, I'm just saying
you can't even compare Sons of Anarchy and Supernatural in quality.
Well, I'm not saying about quality.
I'm just saying Supernatural are looking for one thing, and people that watching Sons of Anarchy are looking for another
but
thing.
you still gotta look for entertainment. As entertainment purposes go, I feel like Sons of Anarchy kept it longer.
Roger Ebert.
But
that was good.
All the way up to season 6 was okay, but after that, holy shit, they take a wrong turn somewhere. I don't know, because I started watching it. I didn't even finish what I had to watch.
I'm gonna check it out. So I'll be the judge of that, and I'll come back and I'll tell you, because this guy's he's a liar.
I mean,
he's got suspect taste.
I mean, speaking of like television
he still thinks Interview with the Vampire is a good movie.
I do not. I mean, it's pretty good. It's okay.
Like that was like, you know, when I saw that movie, like first time I saw it, I was like probably 14 or 15. Like not when it came out. I wasn't I'm not that old. But like,
because I remember watching it when I was like,
you probably 14,
10, 12 years old.
Probably watched it when I bought it.
Right.
When I was a teenager.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because we were brothers.
You're right. Obviously.
And we grew up in the sewer. We do not come from a broken home.
I thought you said we grew up in the sewer.
Yeah.
Grew up in the sewer.
Grew up in a sewer with nothing but a TV and a DVD player. It was great. Free power.
Ninja Turtles was our favorite film.
Yeah. Ninja Turtles is actually somewhat of a documentary about our life. You know, because I liked it, but I think it was like I was getting into like the vampire, like kind of like gothic stuff, like 'cause that's when I saw like Bram Stoker's Dracula. Like I saw all those movies,
even looking back,
and like read those books like at the same time. No, Bram Stoker's Dracula.
It's okay.
I think.
I mean, did he mean it to be that way though?
It's very like hyper stylized. The weakest part of that movie is some of the performances. It's Keanu Reeves and Winona Ryder. Like I think they could if they had better actors in those. But like Keanu Reeves especially. It's such a small part that I don't give a shit. I really don't.
Yeah.
Like and Gary Oldman rocks. Like he's so good in that.
She's no laughing matter.
No laughing matter.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
We Dracula's have the right to be proud. Yeah, I've seen that quite a few times.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Yeah, so like, and I saw it, and I kind of like, you could like strip Interview with the Vampire like down to its barest, and it's got a fairly interesting story. It takes place in like the Anne Rice vampire universe is somewhat interesting until Lestat became a rock star.
Oh yeah, Queen of the Damned.
Queen of the Damned, which then it just kind of jumped ship.
I used to love that movie when I first saw it.
When I first saw Queen of the Damned,
like,
I was like 17. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, didn't that guy try to be the new Night Stalker?
Yeah,
that was the guy that was
Stuart Townsend.
That wasn't even.
He
very long,
actually was originally cast as Aragorn, and then he actually even filmed, I think, too. And they were like, he's too young.
What? Well, I guess good for Viggo, but
Vigo knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
If Stuart Townsend was Aragorn, that would have been a mistake. So happy they had the balls to fire him. Because Stuart Townsend, he's not terrible, but he's not Viggo Mortensen either.
No, I mean, have you seen Eastern Promises? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Holy shit, he fights naked. You see his dick. It's awesome.
Yeah, dude hangs dong.
Not as good as Michael Fassbender, but
no, like to bring this to a close, I guess this little Netflix spiel here. Netflix is cool because you watch things you would never have watched otherwise,
and you don't feel guilty about it because no one knows.
Oh, yeah, nobody. Well, it actually does.
Recently,
as long as you just keep that shit to yourself.
Like, who the hell watched this on my? Why is this on my?
Well, the worst part about that is like, because I share my Netflix account with like a few
four other people.
So like all my recommended things are not really recommended for me. Like they'll be like top 10 for Sean, top 10 recommends.
Like Mars Needs Moms,
which
was actually okay, by the way. It was an okay kids movie. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Not as good as Toy Story, but
8 out of 10.
It was pretty good, man.
It's pretty damn generous.
I mean, it is pretty. Did you watch it?
No.
Well, then you don't know, Sean.
I didn't. Even Netflix couldn't like make me want to watch.
So sometimes you don't like to sit down and think you're gonna watch a shitty movie, but then you find out.
That's why, like,
that's why Netflix is gold.
And then you end up watching like every episode of Paranormal State, even though you know it's terrible the entire way. But you're like
the Sex Dungeon.
Chip Coffey's the man. Although Psychic Kids was a big letdown. I was hoping for some crazy fun, and it was kind of stupid.
But I don't think we gave it enough because we only watched one episode.
We only watched one episode. It not even finished. It was boring. I was fucking
was
bored.
Like, wow.
Like I don't want to see like these people because this is obviously fucking set up and fake. Like it even comes off that way.
It's like they're really trying to help these poor kids.
These little fucking self-absorbed turds. They're all like most. Well, no, one of them actually had more than like because I was like most of these kids are like only children, like and it seems like they're like looking for attention.
That's why I took it too at first, yeah.
Because when you come from a big family like we do, you kind of
how to spot that shit.
You do fight for attention, but it's in a different kind of dynamic. You learn to suck up a lot more, I think. But anyways, yeah. So Netflix is cool, and at $8, what a bargain.
It's not more now?
No, it's $8 a month for streaming. Still, I suggest you get on that train before that changes.
Screw the whole freaking.
Because you know that's
going to it to yourself. Well, I mean, like I really don't care. I mean, I guess they both have. We've talked about this. This is like the 5th time we've talked about this.
What?
The Netflix. Like I don't really see the point And like
the delivery service?
I don't care about it. Like I would never.
No, that's just where Netflix started. Like that's what they started.
No, I understand
doing. And
that.
then Netflix. The reason why they have to keep that and why people like it is because they don't have license. Oh, they don't have license to stream every movie that they can rent.
Right.
So like there's tons of movies that you can only get by disc, and
I know sometimes it sucks,
and it's usually but usually it ends up on there. Like the bitch of it, a lot of times I'll go look for something on Netflix streaming it, and it won't be there. Like, and I'll be like, oh fuck. So I end up going out and like buying it for like $5 or whatever.
Can that happen with Hobo with the Shotgun?
Hobo with the well, any of those Magnet releases and 13 Assassins and stuff like that, they're on there like a week or two after, like, and that was a cool thing because you get to see a lot of these like independent movies that like Rubber and Hobo with Shotgun. 13
I never watched
Assassins.
It. Was it good?
Rubber's it's actually very funny.
Yeah, I thought
maybe should have cut off the last 10 minutes of the movie, but it's pretty good. We'll save that for a different episode.
That kills people.
Yeah, it's about a killer tire. How can you not want to go see that movie?
True.
So
check that out.
So I guess we'll just get right into it. So The Predator, the 80s Arnold Schwarzenegger, fucking Jesse the Body Ventura, Indian guy, Carl Weathers. Carl goddamn Weathers. Holy shit, that movie rocks.
Were you gonna throw away that chicken bone and make a good stew?
Yeah. Carl Weathers in Arrested Development is pretty fucking awesome.
One of the funniest parts of the show.
It is, but it's the most memorable. Some fresh veggies? Yeah. Man, you got a stew going on. Yeah. No, but yeah, it's up there, like, that's in my, like, personal top 10 of movies of enjoyment. I'm not saying it's, like, some great artistic statement or anything, but that is a goddamn well-made action flick. I mean, like, that's on par with Die Hard. Coincidentally, directed by the same guy, John McTiernan.
Was it really?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yes. Yes.
But Predator is just, well, it gives great elements of, like, well, I mean, like, they're, like, even as a kid, I remember watching, like, actually kind of being afraid, like, of this, like, really, like, they are totally, technically secluded. Even everyone's around that, like, them, like, they have, like, 6 guys or whatever in the beginning, and they they starting getting picked off. I'm like, that was a really good,
that's the whole, like,
idea, with that
that's the whole,
the whole point.
The whole point of the movie is, like, like, these elite killers, basically, these elite hunters.
Which you don't find out till the second movie.
Well, but but even if you don't have that kind of context.
Oh, true, because he's collecting the spines.
But you know that there's some sort of hunter type situation going on. Just the Predator is exactly what the title implies. He's a predator, and and you can get the sense that you're being or followed and hunted. I said funted. I put those two words together. Oh yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger getting funted all over the forest. This thing called a Predator.
No, but it's
crazy.
It's a great movie. I mean,
like, it's fucking
can't really
like, there's so many things that make that movie just like work so well. Like the fucking the music, the score. Oh my god, man. I get a boner every time I hear that.
Predator boner.
I do. It's like, oh shit, like Predators, like, just for me, for whatever, I don't know why. Like, I've seen the movie fucking like probably 100 times in my life, and that's probably
that might be an understatement.
It might be, for me, it might be a slight exaggeration. 100, I'd say probably realistically 45 to 50 times. And that's still a lot to see one movie, and I've never gotten sick of it. Never. I'm still watching it like every once in a while. I'm like, man, I gotta really watch The Predator right now.
The Predators.
Like, I'll have like 2 movies I've never even watched, or I have 1,000 movies on Netflix Instant that I have never seen before. And then I'll be like, I'm gonna watch Predator again.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
That's how I'm gonna be spending my Friday night.
I mean, the best thing about probably the first one is, you just gotta give it all up to the fucking Carl, man. I mean,
Carl Weathers?
It's all up to Carl. I mean, come
it's
on.
Not up to Carl.
I mean, no. Schwarzenegger does his part.
It's a goddamn
Schwarzenegger does his part.
Schwarzenegger is not even the lead of that movie up until like the last half.
Who would you consider the lead?
It's a pretty decent ensemble. I mean, like, he's the leader of the unit.
Yeah, but he is very. I can see what you're saying.
But they do actually, like, he is definitely the lead the whole way through. But the movie's very fair and, like, diplomatic with the amount of time it spends with each character.
Yeah.
Like, you actually do get to know, like, there's, like, a little bit about each guy. Like, they are totally unique.
Yeah, each guy is unique.
They each have, like, an identifiable
Indian's the quiet guy, the hunter, the tracker, whatever.
No, sorry.
Yeah, and then you got Carl Weathers. He's kind of like the pencil neck dick, just kind of like local, like he's the businessman.
He's the company man.
Yeah, the company man, just like in
Aliens.
He's
just like Paul Reiser in Aliens. Yeah. He's the company man. And then every sci-fi has a company man. Then you have
the guy with the glasses. He's the Joker. He's always talking pussy jokes.
That's Shane Black. He actually wrote Predator.
Did he really?
And he's also wrote all the first Lethal Weapon.
Oh, it's a fucking awesome movie.
Oh yeah, we gotta do another book. That's Lethal Weapon. That series is another pretty high up on my list.
I just watched the first 3, so I still haven't seen the 4th one in a while. It's been a while. Ooh. Jet Li, man.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Poke Fire Eyes.
Well, he's a fucking counterfeit money. Is that the one?
Yeah. So they're making counterfeit money, and they got these like.
Danny Glover's got all the fucking immigrants in his house.
Yeah. Because he wants to be, do what people had never done for his family. I'm freeing slaves, man. I'm freeing slaves. Because that's how Danny Glover talks.
Whoa. Well, since we're on the subject of Danny Glover.
Well, all right. Well,
what else you got to say about final thoughts on Predator?
Final thoughts on Predator. It is
awesome. Amazing.
It is like God. It is like viewing.
Well, all right. So
it's like viewing the Crash Channel.
So, Die Hard or Predator? If you had to watch one of, you had to cut one out from your life forever.
From existence forever.
From existence.
Oh god damn, that's tough. That's 2 McTiernan flicks too. Let's see, Die Hard or Predator? Like, which one can I not live without?
Personally, it'd be Die Hard.
Like to cut it?
Yeah. If I had to choose, I'd
pick Predator. I'd pick Predator too.
I mean,
and then you want to really fuck up that mess though. What if you threw Robocop in there as an option? Like, what if you couldn't? Like, that's...
No, you had to get rid of one and bring Robocop in its place?
No, you can only pick one.
Out of 3?
Yeah, out of those 3 things, the other 2 would be wiped out of existence.
I would still have to say
But you would know that they existed at one time.
But you could never see them again.
But you could never see them again.
It'd be terrible.
That would be terrible.
Like, man, I'm in the mood to watch Robocop. No!
Even if it was on cable, your TV would just black out.
I don't know. I mean, I'm still going with Predator, man. I mean, Robocop's awesome, but...
Yeah, I think Robocop's a funner movie, but Predator's probably a better movie, actually, at the end of the day.
I don't know. I like Robocop a lot.
No, Robocop's just fun. And it's
have you seen all those European French ones they made? I've never...
not French, Canadian, sir.
Or Canadian, whatever.
Yes.
French-Canadian, Sean. I was close.
Prime Directive?
Yeah, I've never seen
I've seen it.
Are they bad?
Yes. But they're worth watching.
Are they really that? They're so bad.
I have them on hard drive.
Do you really?
Yeah, Megan has the portable hard drive.
So they're so bad.
I should burn them on a DVD because they're worth watching. If you're really into RoboCop,
you would like it.
You'd like it. You wouldn't. I can't. All right. You can't say. I'm not gonna say you would like it. What I'm gonna say is you would enjoy it.
Okay.
Like, you would be like, hey, it's RoboCop.
Yay.
This is furthering, and it's more like comic booky, and he fights crazy supervillains. It's really weird.
That's pretty awesome.
But it's RoboCop, and it's more RoboCop, and I'll take that.
Didn't they make 3 or 4 of them? There's a few.
No, it was a miniseries that they broke up into 3 TV movies.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah, okay. Yeah. And so there's 3 hour-and-a-half movies.
Okay.
I have them all. All 3 of them. Prime directives. Anyways, back to Predator.
Yeah.
Sorry. The RoboCop rant.
Yeah, this happens.
It does, actually. You'd be surprised how many times in your life, you just start ranting about RoboCop for no reason whatsoever.
McDonald's drive-thru when you hear
something. Here they are, fucking RoboCop, man! When are they gonna make another one of those goddamn things? I know. Oh, dude, you know who almost... Darren Aronofsky. He was going to do the new RoboCop, and now he's not.
Why?
I don't know. Just moved on from the project. They couldn't get funding. It kept falling apart. Whatever.
You know who could do great RoboCop?
Who'd be a good RoboCop? Yeah. Michael Fassbender, because he's pretty good at everything.
Or Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves would be terrible.
Can you see him trying to do a robot voice? Fucking hilarious.
It'd be so bad.
If he just be like, yo, I am RoboCop.
It would be terrible. Keanu Reeves RoboCop. You're out of your mind. You're crazy. You're crazy, man.
So second.
Predators.
Jude Law.
Predators, the first Predators. Fucking fantastic flick.
Nick Cannon could be the new RoboCop.
Nick Cannon as RoboCop? Now, sign me up. Ticket bought.
All right. Dude, this RoboCop ranch, this can go on forever. God.
Because Nick Cannon is hilarious. Speaking of black people,
Daddy, Predator. Nick Cannon's hilarious. What the fuck you just say to me? I'm paying the bill. Dave Chappelle.
Don't start quoting Dave Chappelle, please. On my YouTube cast here.
Okay. Anyway.
All right. Well, speaking of black people, like Dave Chappelle and Nick Cannon, and Dave Chappelle's fake son from that sketch, Danny Glover, star of Predator Dos.
Oh man, I know this is like a lot of people disagree.
Predator comes to the city.
It's probably I don't know if
it's not
sometimes on certain days I'm like, man, I kind of like this one more than the first one.
Then you're Frizzy's an idiot.
No, it's just because like
you can't like Predator 2 more than you can say so I like Predator 2 and that's fine, but you can't be like, yeah, Predator 2 I think it's kind of better than the first one.
No, some days bullshit. Sometimes Danny Glover,
that's bullshit, and you know it.
Danny Glover's awesome.
Dude, Danny Glover, if Danny Glover in that, he saves a lot of that flick. Because you just like to see grumpy Danny. Oh, it's like it's so weird, like to see Danny Glover try to be like that kind of a badass. But like I think Predator 2 is like an alternate reality.
Oh, Lethal
Weapon. Yeah, it's like before he met Riggs, or maybe we're just seeing what
Riggs changed him.
What Murtaugh was like before he met Riggs, like before he was turning 50 and was into jazz music cues.
Yeah.
Actually, I wish Predator 2 had a similar soundtrack to Lethal Weapon. Like, it was just that jazz music.
Like, this electric guitar, just doing stupid shit. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. It actually still bothers me sometimes that they did that, but...
Predator 2 is... I think it's okay. Like...
I mean, I think it's great. I have fun watching it. Like, Gary Busey, probably the last good film he was ever in.
No, I mean, come on.
When was Silver Bullet came out? Because that's the only other one I really liked him in.
The 80s.
So
what about Point Break?
That was after that?
With Keanu Reeves.
That was after?
That's around the same time as Predator 2.
Okay, that was a good movie too.
Gary Busey... Gary Busey's really good in Predator 2, actually. Like, I like his character. He's entertaining. Like, that movie is pure It's like... Because it's...
So is the first one.
It's kind of fucking retarded. Like, the Predator, like, coming to the city.
Because it's all the mob bosses.
Hey, spoiler, guess what? It's because they hunt around the universe for people and stuff like that. Exactly. But, like, why... If the Predator was there to, like... Because the Predator, like, likes to hunt, like, dangerous game. Yeah. I mean, why was the Predator, like, acting like a fucking horror movie villain? And just, like, killing... like drug cartel people and like skinning them up and why was he like trying to fight like
it's about power.
Why was
he's killing the most powerful man?
I can't remember. Is there like a crashed spaceship or something? Is that why he's in the city? Because
Danny Glover finds it at the end. Spoiler alert, but whatever.
He finds the spaceship and they just leave, right? Like it's been there the whole time. Didn't come to pick this dude up, right?
I guess I kind of give you that
impression that they were just waiting there.
Pretty much.
So what were those dudes doing before they were they like hiding behind the doors? Like, okay, is he here? Is he here? Is the human here?
God, he's taking forever.
All right, Frank. You go first, okay? Dramatically through the smoke now. Waiting, wafting. Oh, he's kicking it around. It looks fantastic. It looks so good. It looks so good, Frank.
Predator.
Oh, fuck. I got it. All right, I gotta go. No, but Like, I don't, know what's the reason? Like, it wasn't very plausible, didn't really... I mean, at that point in the series, they're...
Okay, then why the fuck is the Predator in the forest and in the jungle in the first one? You can say the same thing about that, though.
Because he's a fucking...
Yeah,
That's what happens when the summers are hot, you know? Just like the lady says.
The reason why they had to do it in Los Angeles was because, that's the jungle... city,
Well, it's the concrete jungle.
Yeah, right?
Right?
That's why they did it.
I get it.
That's the only reason.
I get it. Okay. It's not Manhattan. Isn't it L.A.?
Yeah, it is. It's L.A.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I thought you said Manhattan.
No.
It's... The Predator goes uptown. It goes to the theater.
No, but what they should have done is, he went to D.C. to take on the president. And they had ultimate battle, and then giant robot suits.
Yeah, but it was Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan tried to shoot him with a cap gun.
Yeah,
and he'd do a stunt fall off a horse. He was like, back in my day, you had to be able to do this to be an actor. Now they're all CG crap. Stupid CG.
No, but I mean, Predator 2, and both Predator 1 and 2 both have their plot holes, I guess you could say.
Hey,
Predator. You don't watch them because of like a story, like this awesome story. You watch them because it's like a badass fucking movie.
It's like you can do something like the first Predator. The premise, the plot is like paper thin, right?
Yeah.
But it's just really well made.
Exactly.
And it's like always keeps you on your toes and stuff like that. The plot, there is really no plot outside of they're being hunted and why they're in the jungle, and then that's really all there is for an actual plot. And then after that, it's just and then they just start getting hunted, and then they have a showdown because Arnold knows he can't escape. He's just like, well, I got to just take this dude head on. I got to go on the defensive here.
Why did he not go in the chopper?
Who?
Arnold.
He did go to the chopper.
No, he didn't.
He was waiting. They had to wait.
So what, did he try to divert the
monster? And they were making the big explosion so that they would see it from the sky or whatever.
What are you talking about? I don't remember that at all.
That's how they know that they're there, because of the fucking wreckage that the Predator leaves, man. The Predator blows up, leaves like a goddamn crater. Remember he's sitting there in the smoke?
Oh, no, I'm talking about... So the other people didn't get to the chopper.
They were all heading to the
LZ zone, landing zone.
The landing zone, like, this is where they were going to their extraction, their extraction point.
Then you're talking about the end when the guy blows up. Oh, shit.
But they were, they were heading to the extraction point, and Arnold knew that, like, well, I have to take this thing out or it's going to kill me before the chopper comes.
Got it. I got it. Okay. I thought you were talking about,
but, actually, Predator 2 tries to almost add too much of a plot to it, and it kind of fumbles some of the Predator action stuff. Isn't that great, except for maybe the meat lockers place. The butcher?
Yeah, that was pretty sick, and they have like
that was pretty good. I think Predator 2 is more of a straight up like slasher.
Oh, come on, you remember the subway scene?
It's less action sci-fi.
It's got
more
Bill
horror.
Paxton, Sean.
Well, Bill Paxton also rocking a great mustache in this flick.
Yeah.
Let's get Bill Paxton's mustache there, everybody. No, like
you're deaf people.
Although if you're deaf, you're just staring at a very nice photo I took. No, but like it's more of a sci-fi horror. The first one's sci-fi action. This one's sci-fi horror.
Yeah, I can see that.
And it doesn't really. It's not very successful as being scary or whatever. It's because you already know too much about the Predator. You know that it's not. It's a no.
Well, I guess that's why they had to do it the horror way.
The Predator because
the suspense is gone.
Well, no. That's what I'm saying. What works against it in the suspense that the Predator has become a known quantity.
Right.
You know about it. It's not like supernatural. You know that it's like an alien. You know a lot about him because the first movie never flat out tells you things, but you can infer a lot. So it does. It gets uses movies like they should be used as a visual medium. Where they show you plot points and don't just speak at you.
Yeah.
Like other movies. But Predator 2, like, it's like I've seen that quite a few times as well, but like I always like kind of forget like what the fuck the point. I know he's a cop and I know he's like investigating these drug cartels and stuff like that, and the Predator starts killing the drug lords. That's why like he's on the trail of the Predator. And then the Predator basically retaliates against him. And then the last like 20 minutes is him getting chased through the city.
Yeah, they're jumping from buildings and going through people's bathrooms.
Yeah, and
then he ends up he goes down to like, I think it's elevator shaft, and then that's where it is. They were under like an apartment building. Remember, because he goes down the elevator shaft and he jumps in through the hole, and that's where the fucking ship is.
A cave and leads into the ship or some shit.
Yeah, I just know.
And then because they end up in the middle of nowhere.
No, they don't.
In that fucking field at the end of the movie, and
it's not a field.
Do you think they'll be back?
No, there's.
Oh, I bet.
No, there's.
Oh, I bet.
He's like they were like in some underground tunnel thing that had like a sewer looking type. It was huge, and they flew out whatever.
Yeah.
And he's covered in dust.
Yeah.
He looks like a Holocaust victim covered in ash.
Not a Holocaust victim.
He looks like
it's more like
covered in ash.
9/11.
Or 9/11 victim.
But even though it was like prescient.
Keep it modern.
Prescient. It was topical before it even knew it was a topic. At least it wasn't like some kind of cheap emotional grab like fucking what was it called? Even though I liked the movie, the remake of War of the Worlds was like totally referencing that event when those people are being chased and being vaporized, like, and then they're covered in the ashes of like the dead people and stuff. Like that was supposed to evoke, You know, like, oh shit, like pictures from 9/11, basically.
Yeah.
So, but Predator 2, like, it's not a bad movie, but it's also not very good. Like, I find it, like, pretty mediocre.
I mean, you can make that argument, but I love Danny Glover. I love Bill Paxton. I love that Mexican chick. She's awesome in it.
Oh, she's also in, The Running Man?
Yes, exactly. That chick.
Yeah, she's in The Running Man. What else? She's in a bunch of other, like,
movies
of that era. Like, she was in a ton of them. Always playing kind of that same person.
The tough Mexican chick.
Oh, The Running Man. That's actually a pretty awesome movie, too.
That is fucking awesome. Arnold at his finest.
And Jesse Ventura's in that one as well.
Is he? He's the main bad guy at the end, isn't he?
No, he's the
Captain
He's
like
America, one of the captain dude. He's like one of those... Whatever.
Yeah, he's the main bad guy.
It's one of these talking personalities. Is he the guy who fights at the end?
Then he crushes him into the cage, remember? He crushes him with, like, the spikes.
But then they project the video that Arnold loses, though.
Yeah.
And Arnold comes back, and it's crazy. And Richard Dawson from Family Feud, who was great in that movie.
Is that really a guy from Family Feud?
Yeah, it's like the original host of Family Feud, Richard Dawson.
Wow.
That's him, and he's in the movie.
He's evil shit.
He's really good in that.
Yeah,
he was kind of a sleazy dude in real life.
Oh, was he?
He's famous for being, like, drunk and, like, try to grope women while he was hosting Family Feud. He's always trying to kiss him and, like, touch him. Which, awesome. I mean, why not? You're Richard Dawson. You'd be like, well, what the fuck are you going to do about it?
It's supposed to be Family Feud. No one's fighting. I'll start a fight. I'll start a fucking fight.
You want to make it big in Hollywood? You come to my apartment. I'm going to try you out for this part. You come to my house. You come to my house and you audition for me. Put this on.
Like Boogie Nights?
Yeah, pretty much. That was weird.
That was weird.
Boogie Nights is a great movie, though.
It is.
Okay, and so I guess this is the last one we're going to talk about because I do not acknowledge the Alien vs. Predator movies.
Nope.
When I talk about Predator, and then somebody brings up one of those, be like, yeah, an Alien vs. Predator, I'd be like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Stupid.
You fucking retard.
Stupid. So stupid.
Alien vs. Predator is the first and I think only movie I ever walked out of.
Really? You actually walked out of it? When you paid it?
I paid money to see that.
Wow.
And I did not even stick around for the last 20 minutes. I ended up seeing the last 20 minutes later on in life. But that day, I was so angry.
How bad?
I was filled with nerd rage. And I was just like, these transgressions will not stand, man.
They're just so... It's just so stupid.
They're terrible. And the thing that makes them terrible is...
There's more than one?
There's two of them. I have never seen the whole thing of the second one. I saw bits and pieces when I was in a hotel.
You know what we gotta do?
No, I'm not watching that fucking piece of shit.
We gotta try it, man.
I'm not watching that piece of shit.
You know you like watching pieces of shit.
Ow!
But anyway, alright, well, so since we're not talking about AVP, which we just did about 2 minutes, does not count.
We just talk about shut the fuck up.
Right, so...
When people bring that up, that's what you say to them. You say it in that kind of emphatic way.
Shut the fuck up!
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the
fuck up.
Shut your fucking mouth, you
And then you just walk away, and you just leave it at that. And every time they open their mouth again, you say, shut the fuck up. and if they keep bringing it up, then you just punch them in the face.
Exactly.
All right. Yeah. So, the last one only came out a couple years ago. About 2 summers ago?
Adrian Brody, yep.
Predators. Oh.
Yeah, I like how they didn't add 3 in there.
It was like, well, they kind of like did like the aliens
yeah,
type thing. I thought Predators was pretty good. Actually, I like that movie quite a bit. I enjoyed it. I like that quite a bit.
Yeah.
I thought it because it is enough like the first one basically. It uses the same music cues too, which
right with the first scene.
Oh, it's awesome. And it starts off with like people falling out of the sky. You don't know what's going on.
Shit.
It is an action mystery sci-fi
Adrian Brody
movie.
is ripped.
It kind of like, I'd say like the last third, there is a little bit of stumbling in the story.
Yeah, I don't like the whole doctor thing. I mean, I didn't really care for it.
It was too easy to call that Topher Grace was going to turn out bad. So basically, alright, so you got like these, 6 people... Just like the first one.
Morpheus. What's his name?
Yeah, that guy shows up.
What's his name?
Lawrence Fishburne.
I was going to say Lawrence, but I was like, that's wrong.
Morpheus. No. So it starts out with these people, they fall from the sky, they don't know why they're there, and like they start getting hunted by something, and blah blah blah. These people are all realize the thing they have in common, and they're all like these elite like mercenary types, except for the doctor guy.
And which you would automatically think. I remember when I first watched it, I was like, oh well, he's there in case they get hurt. Like he's like
make it fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I first thought. Which I'm sure that was the intention.
I think that's that's a valid like idea, like to have that. Be like, oh, because like once you realize, be like, oh shit, they're not even on Earth. They're in a nature preserve.
Yeah.
That's like a hunting preserve that these predators have kind of done, and blah blah blah. I don't know. It was what I liked about that movie. That movie like furthered the mythology of the Predator series without being fucking like totally stupid.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, because, these ideas or whatever, yeah, they're kind of silly and everything like that, but they did it at least, like, a semi-plausible way, a way that was like, oh, that's cool, that's interesting, like, there's different races of predators, like, it kind of makes sense. Like, the predators have, like, a hierarchy, and they don't all look the same.
Right,
like,
yeah.
You know, and that was kind of cool, like, I thought that was cool, like, they have a predator dog, because, oh, why wouldn't they have, like, a dog-type creature on their home planet?
Yeah.
You know?
It was pretty,
It's got some great action set pieces and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It copies just enough of the original, because that is truly felt like a sequel to the original.
Well, tell you,
I'm happy they didn't make this.
That's the one that makes the most sense, though.
What do you mean?
As if you want to talk about story plot.
Well, they directly connect this movie to the first movie.
No, I know they talk about it.
They talk about the first.
I remember, like I heard about this thing.
Because one of these girls is from the jungle. From the jungle. Soft J.
Yeah, soft J.
So they directly connect it, and
I just felt
like this one actually, because it has a lot of plot. There is actually there's a lot of things going on.
But there's a lot more, like I guess say quote unquote information. Obviously,
plot.
they were chosen to go there.
Yeah.
It's not like the first one was when the Predators chose the first and second one that the Predators chose to go to Earth.
Yeah.
You know, that is where, like, why would they choose that area? Which is, like,
basically what this felt like, this is, like, their training grounds for when they go to different planets.
Yeah, it could be very well be. Like, maybe, like, you know, try out the humans, see what they're like, learn their capabilities.
Well, no, they've already fought in humans, I mean, by this point.
Sure.
In the mythology, I guess, you know? I think that's just something that they do. They just do this. This is what they do.
Yeah, I guess they're kind of...
It's like the same way people fucking go to nature preserves or like
and
or areas bears. To hunt and stuff like that, you know? Like, have an advantage and, you know, see if they can stalk it through the woods and shit. They kind of do the same type of thing. But, like, back to, like, the actual mythology stuff was kind of the cooler stuff in this movie. And, like, it actually, like I said, it was kind of silly and everything, but it could have been a lot sillier.
Yeah.
It could have been a lot dumber. And it kind of kept you interested, and it kind of made sense. The only thing that doesn't make sense is, like, who you get a lot of the information from. Who it's Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah.
Like, he'd be like, I've been here for...
13 seasons or something.
Yeah, or 7 years, 13 years or whatever.
Right.
And he seems to know a lot about the Predators. I don't know how he really knows. Maybe just from being... I mean, I guess you could say, oh, he's been there forever. He's just a very observant guy, and he's watched them a lot.
But how has he survived? I mean, I don't know.
Especially because of the way he acts once he meets these other people.
Yeah, you wouldn't think he'd be a little more excited.
He tries to sabotage them.
Yeah.
And, like, for what reason? Like...
Well, he's gone crazy a little bit. Apparently.
Well, I know that.
It's about survival, you know.
But, like, if you already have that mentality, be like, well, just fuck it. Like, I'm surprised he wasn't dead already. I mean, and he looked pretty well fed. I'm just saying.
Yeah, Lawrence Fishburne did not look like he was starving.
He didn't look like a dude who'd been living in a fucking, like, a broken down spaceship for 13 seasons.
He would have been, like, probably 110 pounds.
He was like, what are you talking about? There's guava everywhere. Delicious. Delicious fruits. Predator beast.
Oh, yeah.
No, it was cool, and there's even some things you can infer about, like, the way that the predators interact with each other. Like, the one that's strung up as punishment. The original predator.
He must have failed somehow.
Failed or pissed somebody off or whatever, and they're able to, like, make a deal with him.
To help him fly out.
Yeah, to get out of there.
But doesn't he leave?
We'll set you free.
Yeah. And he leaves them and leaves them behind, right?
Yeah, because he's like, fuck them. He's a predator.
Yeah. No.
I'm happy they did that. I'm happy that movie does not end on the happiest of notes. Like, it ends on, like, he beats the predator, but they're still stuck there.
But then, and they show the other ships coming in, too.
Yeah, so you don't know what's going to happen. It's like,
are they talking about making another one, you think?
I hope
Predators
they do. I think the movie did, like, okay. I don't think it blew, like, box office records or anything like that, which is unfortunate. Like, so I can't imagine they're going to be, like, nobody's like frothing at the mouth to like make a sequel, which is too bad.
I mean, there's only one movie that really needs to be made right now and finished, and that's Batman. Dark Knight Returns.
The Dark Knight Rises.
Whatever.
The Dark Knight Rises, yeah, that comes out this summer.
It's gonna be fucking awesome.
Hopefully, I hope it's good.
Oh, I'll be.
Hopefully, Christopher Nolan can pull the old hat trick there.
What are you talking about?
Three solid movies in a series.
That'd
like that's
called,
pretty.
What was that called? A Triple Crown.
It's a Triple Crown.
Kentucky Derby stuff.
That's a goal.
Alright, anyway.
That's a 3-point basket, man, from the free throw line. Fucking basketballs, man. They're made. You know what? The basketballs are made of rubber, you know.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
No, but Batman's gonna be awesome. Can't wait for that to come out. I can tell you right now, like, you better do one of those podcast things the night it comes out. Like,
for Batman?
Oh yeah, the night it comes out.
Yeah, Dan's leaving for the Air Force, so he'll be on this whenever
I'll probably be in tech school by the time this comes out.
Whenever he's around and stuff like that. But yeah, so we're gonna do a bunch of episodes. Money. Yeah, making money in the Air Force. Why did you join the Air Force? Because I want to be rich.
Yeah, I want to make $1,000. I want to make $1,000. Yeah.
Hundreds upon hundreds of dollars.
I'm serious. If you put all this money and put it in pennies, you can maybe fill up a bathtub. It'd be awesome.
Yeah. So final thoughts on the Predator series, like as a whole.
As a whole.
Good. Goodest. I really like it. Like as a whole, like it's one of my favorite sci-fi franchises, like action sci-fi franchises.
Definitely. I mean, it's
not up there like like you could say like. I like it's comparable to like Alien, the Alien movies, except for the first Alien. The first Alien is in a class of its own.
That is a great movie.
Like it's such a well-made flick that like
it's a horror film. It's just so good.
I separate the first Alien almost from the rest of that series, and then I judge the rest
of action films. Yeah.
More or less action movies. Yeah, they tried something the third one and they fucked it up because studios and because they didn't have a script, and that was why would you make a
that was David Fincher directed that, right? Director of Seven.
Yeah.
Which is still, I mean, I don't blame him, but I still think the fourth one, the last one's the worst.
Alien Resurrection is the worst, but it's still watchable. Like, it never gets those movies never got so bad. Why does
the third one look so low budget? Why is that?
What do you mean?
It looks low budget to me. When last time I watched it, it felt like it was really cheap, like a lot cheaper than the second one.
Oh, I think that just came from like their decision, basically, to have it all in that prison and stuff like that. Yeah. I mean. And that movie, that movie doesn't really work the same way the other movies work. The other movies use, like, shadows and things like that to their advantage. You feel like you're in these claustrophobic corridors where there's no escape and all this other stuff. And then Alien 3, like, as aesthetically, like, it's really open. Like, there are corridors and stuff like that, but it's not...
large rooms.
But there's a lot of large rooms, and there's not a lot of shadows.
Don't everything's blow that fucking thing up?
Everything's lit very well. No, it's the one Ripley jumps into the lava pit at the end. With the alien, like, coming out of her.
No, yeah, it's fucking crazy. But, but Aliens is great. I mean, like... first two are awesome. I love those
we're not talking about that, though. I mean, like, but what I'm saying is that...
comparable to
I hold those kind of... that series kind of very close to Predators, which isn't just like Alien vs. Predator. It's probably those cultural touchstones that happen, like those video games and stuff like that, kind of make me... Whenever I think of Predators, I always think of Alien as well. Like, yeah, I do. Like, I do pair them, even though I don't like those movies. I do like some of the things that were created with the idea of Alien versus Predator and some of the fiction. I mean, is cool.
I mean, that was a great Ridley Scott. I mean, making Prometheus, that's coming out soon. I mean,
Prometheus should be pretty kick-ass.
I mean, it's Ridley Scott though. I mean, even just going back, I just watched American Gangster recently.
I mean, Ridley Scott's always
that's a great movie. I enjoyed it.
He's usually very solid. Even like
Gladiator,
like you could make the argument like over the past 10 years, he's like he hasn't put anything out that's been like knock your socks off.
Well, good. Gladiator was pretty. That's 2000. I mean, that was 12 years ago, but
no, what I'm saying, well, in the past 10 years, like after Gladiator, he kind of made movies that were never bad, but they're just like okay. I can think
of is American Gangster and Prometheus now.
Oh, A Good Year, Robin Hood,
fucking terrible. Worst movie. That is the worst Ridley Scott movie you could ever think of. I hate that fucking... I don't know what it is, man. It's just bad. I would rather go watch the one with Kevin Costner. Any day.
Prince of Thieves is incredible.
Seriously, I would watch that movie.
It's the greatest Kevin Costner
for the rest
film
of my life
ever.
Instead of watching the new Robin Hood.
That's pretty.
That's seriously. I fucking do not. I watched it. I was so disgusted with that movie.
Disgusting?
I was literally disgusted.
I don't know if you could have that strong of an emotion about it.
I swear to God, I watched it. I was like, what the?
I just pulled down my pants and just shit on the floor. I was so angry.
It was just so bad, man. It was such a bad fucking movie. You have to watch it.
I watch it. I don't. Why would I want to? I don't want to watch it.
Well, so you can feel as angry at Ridley Scott for because you're thinking, all right, it's Ridley and it's Crow back together.
Oh, back together. They made like 6 movies. They haven't not made a movie.
I'm just saying though, in the old school nights, days, whatever.
It wasn't exactly exciting. Oh man, Russ, did you hear Russell Crowe and Ridley Scott are making a movie together? But you're fucking crazy. No, they've already made they only make movies together now.
But except awesome.
Except he got
seriously, Russell Crowe only makes movies so he can ride a horse. Okay.
I like Russell Crowe, man. I hope he gets a fucking good role soon, so I can
what's the last great movie he's done?
Oh fuck, I don't know. He was in a movie where he's been in a couple.
The Next 3 Days or something.
Nah, that wasn't very good.
I've never watched it.
I did watch it. It was because of Netflix. We were saying before, you watch things you probably wouldn't have watched before. No, what was it? A State of Play? State of Play with Ben Affleck and Rachel McAdams. He's a newspaper reporter. He's pretty good in that. It's not that great of a movie. He's pretty good, but the movie's okay.
Well, I mean, Gladiator was that his last really good film?
No, he's done other things too.
I can't remember. I can't remember the Crow shows. I just don't remember much about what he's done.
Mr. Crow. Mr. Crow.
He's pretty good. I mean, he's a good actor. But overall, Predators movies, the Predator 1, Predator, Predator 2, and Predators, good franchise.
Super good. You should watch them.
You definitely should watch them. You gotta give them a shot. I mean, and all I can say is that you like Predators 2 a lot. You just like this video or this podcast.
Yes. If you are enjoying what you're hearing right now, give us a like. How about you share it on your Facebook and Twitter? Remember to check out the Natural Gamers Facebook and Twitter accounts.
Natural Gamers!
They're pretty crazy good stuff.
If you want to know who I am, I'm the guy that randomly shows up sometimes.
Oh, so, yeah.
The mysterious interrupter, as we'd like to call me, I guess.
Yeah. Which we haven't done
since... In 2-3 months?
Since November.
So, but maybe I'll pop back up, but that's why I'm mysterious. You never know when I'm going to show. So if you want to... maybe in the next few weeks you'll see me. But the only way you're going to know is if you watch.
You're going to have to watch to find out.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have to watch and hit the like button.
If you've made it to the end of this video, you should yank yourself a good one. Because you've deserved 47 minutes.
Yeah, this has been 47 minutes of talking at you about probably a half hour of it about Predators.
I know, literally, right?
Well, it's okay. You got to go on tangents. I'm playing footsies here. All right, everybody.
All right.
I'm Sean.
Signing off.
And
I'm Dan.
Yeah. Now we're signing off. My Future Has Been Face Fucked, Episode 5. Thank you for listening. We will talk to you again later on when Future still has been face fucked.
Cruise control since 1994.